Now guys, good news, IRCC has finally made some progress on their backlogs. Now the backlogs have finally reduced to almost 2.4 million, down from the previously noted 2.6 million, and that too within a month of progress. Now how many people are there in these backlogs, how many categories, which category is holding back how many files? If you have that question, then this video will give you insights into what to expect and what files are in the backlogs. Please be tuned till the end. My name is Sahil. Guys, welcome back once again. My name is Sahil and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I practice in Ontario. My office is here. If you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to connect with you. Before we proceed any further, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. And if you are an aspirant of coming to Canada, then this is the channel that you must be subscribed to all the time. So guys, Canada Immigration, the Department of Immigration IRCC has finally given out news once again with regards to backlogs. Now as you already know that ever since COVID struck, a lot of files got piled up together, and finally the number started growing in from June probably, or rather 2021. It was up. Finally it was down to 2.4 million this month, and it's almost 200,000 lesser than the previously noted number of 2.6 million. The number I think we have been tracking ever since the number had hit 1.8 million, then probably 2 million, and then started growing to almost 2.6 million last month. And today we are sitting at about 2.4 million backlogs. Now within the applications, this also includes applications of citizenship, permanent residences and temporary files. So temporary files would be something like a visitor visa, study permit or a work permit, whereas permanent files would include all the applications and across all the programs including economics or the family programs. And then there are the citizenship files as well, right? Now if you talk about each and every category separately, the citizenship inventory is finally standing at almost 331,000, which is down from the previously noted 351,000 applications on October 3rd. So the previous applications were on October 3rd, and this time on October 31st it is down to 331. So that's about a 20,000 drop. If you look at the permanent residences application, they've grown a bit. They are as of today sitting at about 506,421, which is up from 505,562 applications in October. So early October till today, so they have grown by almost 1,000 applications, right? If you talk about the temporary applications, the present applications are sitting at about 1.5 million. This is almost 100,000 down from the previously noted applications of approximately 1.6 million files. So about 100,000 drop here. If you talk about the family sponsorship programs, they have also seen a bit of a rise. The previously noted were 125,000 in October, the early October, and now they are up to approximately 128,000 applications, whereas the family would include PGP files or the adoptions or the spousal sponsorships and the other applications. Guys, broadly speaking, the backlogs have definitely gone down on a holistic number, out of which the considerable amount that you can see is belonging to the TR, the temporary residences applications. Overall, if you talk about the new applications, the newer applications that are ongoing today, so if you submit an application today, IRCC is promising that the normal processing times are back. Okay, now what they have done, the minister also basically announced this measure in the past couple of meetings. He said that all the previous backlogs are now moved to one bucket, and a dedicated set of officers are processing these files. If you submit a newer application, there is a dedicated set of officers that is dealing these new files. And today if you submit a file, this will be processed under the normal timeline. For example, the normal timeline of an express entry application would be approximately 6 months, right? So if you submit an express entry today, you can expect that to meet the service standards of IRCC, whereas if it's a part of the previously submitted, the 2.4 million backlog, then it will continue at a different pace, They haven't yet promised, but they are definitely increasing and dedicating resources to those 2.4 million files, and that is why you can see that the number has dropped also, right? So earlier this was 2.6 million, now the backlogs have dropped to almost 2.4 million. So definitely IRCC is making progress. They have dedicated efforts, resources and money to these particular backlogs, and they are trying their best to resolve the issues. As I've always said, that if there is no action that has happened on your file, you can very well go ahead and order the GCMS notes, because if you want to know what has been ongoing with your applications, what is the status of your application, and if you want to track those applications, then GCMS notes can be your best friend. And also, if in case of a refusal, order GCMS notes to understand why was the file refused. So as of today, the good news is that the backlogs have finally started dropping. When we will see an end to this, we don't know yet, but IRCC is definitely making progress to it. If you have any other questions, feel free to schedule a consultation with me. I would be more than happy to speak to you and discuss your case going forward. Once again, I wish you all the best, and I really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.